What is going on, everybody? It's McFly here again. How are all you beautiful people? Something else I missed over the weekend. D23 happened. There was a lot of stuff that came out, and one of them was Thunderbolts. So full disclosure, I literally know zero about the Thunderbolts. So just consider me, in this instance, to be somebody who doesn't read comics. I have no idea about the Thunderbolts, but I do know that they're a group of characters in the Marvel Universe that are kind of looking for redemption, anti-heroes that are trying to become heroes. So that's kind of how I see it. Again, I know nothing about the Thunderbolts in the comics, so this is kind of where now we're getting into the realm of the MCU where I'm not knowledgeable. But today what we're going to look at is a YouTube channel that I do follow, which is Everything Always, and he posted the full D23 announcement panel. So I'm going to watch that. It's about 6 minutes or so, and then discuss that with you guys. All right, so let's get into that right now. Everything Always. The link to this video will be in the description of my video.
Is that there currently is a world without the Avengers. Sam Wilson finds himself as Cap at a time when there's not an organization of Avengers, but just because there's not an organization of the Avengers doesn't mean there's not a group of superheroes in the MCU. Not a group perhaps as lofty as the Avengers, but there is a group, and they're called the Thunderbolts.
I wonder how many people thought they were talking about Fantastic Four and they were disappointed.
Are finally coming to the screen, and they are a ragtag bunch, and I want you to meet them. Starting with our director, Mr. Jake Schreier.
If I should know who Jake Schreier is, I really don't, so I'm sorry. Don't hate me in the comments, or do hate me, that's fine. Let's go, Julia Dreyfus is back. So is that what she's doing? She's recruiting for the Thunderbolts. That's what she's been doing the whole time. Hey! What's up, Hopper? He'll always be Hopper to me. Let's go, Ghost is back.
Wyatt Russell is back as John Walker, aka
Hey, John Walker. As much as he was hated in that show, I think he was one of the better actors in that show.
Is back as Taskmaster.
Taskmaster's back.
She couldn't be here with us today, but she wanted to say a quick hello.
Hey, Yelena, one of my favorite characters right now in the MCU.
Gutted that I'm not there in person to say hi, but I am unbelievably excited to be joining this cast. So please, from me, can you share a lot of love to my castmates? I do. I'm sending you love too. Bye for now.
I like that this is a lot of the side characters. That's really cool.
And I am extremely excited
That get the spotlight.
Also joining the Thunderbolts, Sebastian Stan.
What? Let's go. Winter Soldier, come on. Technically still a side character, but one of the main side characters. So what I said is still valid.
Your Thunderbolts cast, Jake.
That's awesome. And this is going to be a movie?
Can't say anything. What can you say? That's correct. That's correct. Julia, we had a meeting. Lydia Esposito, my co-president, is here somewhere, and I saying, we want you in the universe, we need you in the universe. Maybe you believed us, maybe you didn't. And now she's in the universe, and in this movie, responsible for everything that happens. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I have to say that when you
So yeah, so she's the organizer of the Thunderbolts. That's sick.
Character's name, Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. I said you had me at Contessa. Right?
That's true. David Harbour, thank you. Back in the MCU.
David Harbour, let's go. Great addition to the MCU.
This much love for Wade.
So as I was editing the video, you can see I'm editing it right now, I noticed that when they mentioned David Harbour, somebody in the crowd said more of that shitty acting, and I'll slow it down for you guys so you can see it, but I don't know if that's a joke or not, but there's always people that want to hate out there, so I'm excited for him to be in it, but I'll slow that down so you guys can hear it real quick.
This much love for Wade Guardian and nothing else is incredible. We are so proud to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. I love this team. I love the Marvel Universe. And I love Red Guardian and my beloved Yelena.
Kind of crazy to think that he is in something right now that's actually doing better than the MCU. Stranger Things right now is the craze and is getting all love right now, and the MCU right now is in. This is polarizing right now.
Anything you want to tell us about what it feels like to be back here?
Oh, it's good to be back. Honestly, it's amazing, and yeah, thank you for having me back, and can't wait.
You're brave. Thank you so much.
You have little
Wyatt, we'll see
words.
you again. Last time we saw you, you were beating people to death with the shield. You're perverting the very notion of what it means to be Captain America.
That's right.
Is there hope for U.S. Agent, my friend?
I don't know. It's up to you, Kevin.
Good call. Good
It's
call.
good to be back. I'm excited. It's the most boring Avenger. Welcome to Disney, and it'll be super exciting. You got a great team of people. It'll be really fun, and the creative team's gonna make something awesome we can all be proud of. So, Sebastian, on to you.
Oh, on to you, Sebastian Stan, everybody. The Winter Soldier.
Sebastian Stan. Hey, he's a beautiful dude. All right. I'm married with kids, but let's just say it is Monday right now. Man Crush Monday.
Thing or two about that, and I'm just really glad to be back and I guess join a team of some sort.
Well, I think it tells you all you need to know about the Thunderbolts when beloved Winter Soldier is the most stable among them.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's crazy to think about,
early
actually.
Next year. Thank you so much to the cast and to the director of Thunderbolts. Thank you. Amazing.
That's really cool. I'd have to look up who the characters in Thunderbolts were in the comics. Mostly reformed supervillains. Beetle, Fixer, Moonstone, and Screaming Mimi. None of those are in this. So it looks like, this is just from what I'm reading on Wikipedia, guys, because like I said, I am not knowledgeable, but I wanted to kind of get a little bit of backstory. It looks like Val gathered her own army of heroes she named the Redeemers. Again, the characters are different. So this is going to be, looks like it's going to be a mix between Thunderbolts and the Redeemers, but instead of picking characters from the comics, they're essentially picking their own MCU characters to kind of be the Redeemers to redeem themselves, which is interesting. I think that's relatable, and I think that's grounded, and I think that's something that even right now that the MCU is much better at than DC is having their superheroes be relatable, right? And I'm not trying to hate on DC, so before you guys go wild in the comments saying, oh, this is a DC hater, my favorite superhero movie so far, the two best ones actually are The Dark Knight and The Batman. So and the Joker's up there too. So those are all DC films. I think the MCU has a really good grasp on how to make characters relatable to all audiences. And in the DC, they have an issue because most of the characters that are beloved in DC are gods, right? Wonder Woman is a goddess. You know, Superman is a god. You know, they're all powerful and essentially impenetrable. Superman especially is one of the characters that I don't really relate to at all, and I could care less about Superman in my opinion. Overpowered, nothing can really go wrong with him. So that's kind of where I think the MCU has a really good grasp on relating to their audiences, right? Even Thor, who I know is again polarizing right now because of what they've done to Thor, but I think making Thor go through grief and kind of have to rebuild himself back up to the Thor he wants to be is relatable. We all do that. We all have to, we all go through issues. We have to come back and get ourselves back together. So I think that's a really cool thing to have a team of people like that are trying to redeem themselves, right? I know we haven't really known what Val was getting to yet, and there was a lot of theories of what it was going to be. But now we know that she's setting up the Thunderbolts in the MCU version of the Thunderbolts. I'm glad to see Ghost back because I think her story, while really wasn't written that well, and she wasn't really, she was the villain of that movie technically, but she had a little bit of screen time compared to what I think she should have. Her story was just, she was in pain constantly. She was trying to get out of that pain, right? We have Red Guardian, which anytime we have Hopper in anything, I'm happy. Florence Pugh coming back is amazing. Like I said, she's my favorite female character right now out of all of the MCU that is still alive. I really love her character. I think she's a great character. She's one of those strong female characters that isn't over the top in your face, or Mary Sue, whatever you want to call it. She's legitimately a strong character that happens to be a female. So one of my favorite female characters right now. John Walker comeback is amazing. We have Taskmaster coming back. I know people weren't happy with what they did with Taskmaster, but maybe they'll redeem it in this show. We'll see. I'm neither here nor there on Taskmaster. I don't know a lot about him or her in the MCU. But John Walker coming back is awesome. Again, I think his character, while a lot of people hated the character, I know that they loved his rendition of that character in this, and he did a good job if people hated him, right? And I think his character was definitely misunderstood. He was trying to be the best Captain America he thought he could be, and it just went wrong, right? So again, all of these characters are looking for redemption, which is awesome. And I think that's a really cool way to relate it to the audience while still creating another group of heroes, because not all of them are super, creating a group of heroes that will bring excitement to fans. I do want to say, I'm pretty sure Abomination is going to be a part of this. They're hinting to it in the show, and I don't know if you guys saw the mid-season trailer, but he is going to be in the show more, and it looked like he had put together a group of people or somebody moving forward. So I'm curious to see if maybe it's an end credit scene of the entire She-Hulk show or what that's going to tie him into the Thunderbolts. And I'm pretty sure they're just not showing him in the artwork, as well as Zemo. Zemo was a big part in the Thunderbolts. He created the Thunderbolts in the comics. So I'm hoping that both of them are going to be in this, and I'm assuming that they are. Whether Zemo's the villain or what have you, we'll find out, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be in it. So this is exciting. Like I said, I don't know anything about the Thunderbolts, but I think that creates kind of more excitement for me. But just having Winter Soldier kind of be the leader of this team, like Feige said, it shows you a lot about the characters when Winter Soldier is the most stable one of all of them. I think that's debatable. I think Florence Pugh's Yelena is the most stable. She just has a lot of grief, right? Because of Natasha. But we'll see. I'm excited for this. I'm really, really excited. This is going to be one of those movies that I can go into and just enjoy it for what it is, because I don't know the backstory of the Thunderbolts. It's a completely new set of characters that are in the Thunderbolts, so we will see. We will see. This is awesome. Appreciate you guys sticking with me for this video. Please let me know what you think of the Thunderbolts cast and the kind of storyline that they're going for in the comments below. Teach me something about the Thunderbolts. I know nothing about it. I just basically what I looked up in front of you guys here on Wikipedia, so let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps me a lot. I appreciate you guys so much. And please do remember, good vibes are contagious.